Sure, Judge, I gotta speak these thoughts to free my mind. You see, I had fell in love with this man. You can call him a sweet Valentine. You see, running after and chasing for 10 years, I was already gathered, unbothered with my thoughts. You see, I seen him as a fresh start because he didn't matter. You see, I was already depicted to be with another man, customized and placed in a sanctuary to get married to another man. You see, when he came back, my mind was scattered. See, I became boggled at the thoughts that my brain had the venom in the guts to become scattered. You see, I ain't understand myself, so I had to play a new position. You see, where my mind became stuck, you see, I aborted that mission. I ain't understand how you can come at me and judge after a clutch of 10 years to where you couldn't even see the true woman within, where you want to play blind because the lipstick and the glare. You see, they camouflage. I'm 100 John 1, my tongue 1. As you said in the other books of the looks that you seen, I ran with a new genre. You see, like part 1, I'm so cold that you gave me my blanket. You see, you gave me your attitude and I found it quite stanky. You see, like a skunk and a skank, that's what you lay down with. Excuse the frustration of my mind because you laid down with a slut. I mean, birthing a baby by. You see, I'm not going to get past the aggravation of the mind that you gave me to abide by. What I'm going to do is dismiss your thoughts with pride because I'm going to run behind myself, catching myself outside of you, baby, and next to someone else. You got to understand the elevation of my mind. They couldn't find me in time, so God pulled me from the back of his mind. He blew the whistle to make my weave. You see, understand the thoughts of my mind that I speak with the elevation of time. I mean, the speed, the time matters. I'm trying to pronounce my words correctly with time. I mean, because the way I talk, and you talked about the way I talk, is improper, but look at the thoughts of my mind. You see, made with frustration, I came out of aggravation into a world with new segregation. I birthed my mental in a new calibration. If you couldn't understand the measurement with time, the way I try to pronunciate the words, my mind, you see, mind blown, scattered thoughts because you said I was too deep with time. Pronouncing yourself is an old soul. It never has to be stated because why? You simply speak your mind, right? In the back of time, right? Where you threw up the valutations of the precipitations of the false words that you gave me with preconceptions of new aggravation. Let me ease your mind, baby. Let me reclap and regrip the elevation of your mind, baby. Let me talk to you about what a woman do when she leave you with time, my baby. See, I left you on a destination that one meant for me then. You see, I looked at you and I thought you was not my new element because you came back to me and next to me to be my man, right? So you paused my heart with time. You tried to go back down the time capsule and recap time, right? Let me pause you again with time. Back then I was young. Now I'm new and I'm speaking my mind. You see, I'm much older now, looking like a little girl held and gathered precipitation, individual thoughts in mind of time. Scattered. Catch that. Go back. Re-elevate your mind because I came back to re-grip you with the gravitations of my mind. You see, I sat on you with my time. You see, where I was sleeping on them and I grabbed my blanket because I was too cold because I was sleeping on them. You see, I had to laugh because I had to free my mind. I get so frustrated with the time capsules of times. The new calibrations of what a man try to say this should be the state of your mind. Let me check your mind, right? Let me talk to you, baby, like the way you thought you should have held me back in time. Now that you're here, that's there, guess what? Where's the time? Because you're not taking it. New mindset with an aggravation, and you taking on me the relapses of what you had with your old aggravation is that you live with next to your kin. So you got to use your daughter as a pawn because, oh, she's next to your kin. Relax in time. Let me slow down my rhyme. Let me talk to you because I'm still speaking my mind. You see, I'm getting tired of you because you stuck on yourself. Next to pride, you gathered and stuck with arrogance in someone else. So let me help you to elevate your rhyme back in time to the palpitations and precipitations of your mind. You see, a woman, I leave you frustrated, annoyed by your interactions of false allegations, the false precipitations, I mean the lies that you told me. Let me talk to you and marrow down. Let me put it on a pillow for you can gravitate the gristles of your mind. If you couldn't understand that, how could you be an old soul with time? You see, nobody ever has to speak about who you are because it's self-explanatory. When a man can tell you a mile a minute, but his attitude and actions ain't in it, I mean, pause. I got lost with time. Thought you was grown and older than me. 34, I'm 29, so we speaking our mind, right? I got a 7-year-old. He's a man within his own time. You see, I respect him more than I can give that back to you because you gave me false tapes to reject like you was a VHS and now we DVD and now we Blu-ray because it's next. You see? Just as simple as you to lose me. I got to get your mind right because I have to reject you with time because I had to find out in the words that you spoke to me, baby, you wasn't legit, no authenticity, no genuine, no generosity. I mean, I'm curious next to the curiosity that I left in the ocean. You see where I rocked the boat, where I sunk in the ocean. You see where I pick myself up and I run like hell, where I pick myself up and I press you to voicemail. I mean, where I pick myself up and I have to block you from my DM, where I pick myself up and I have to ignore you next to him. You couldn't catch that with time because I'm next to someone else. You see, it's called my invisible man, the man who made me prosperity. You see, I speak because I blush at the thought of me. I had to make my hair pink because I thought about the thought of me, prosperity. So let me speak to you because I'm a new destiny, even if it ain't with you. But let's see. Let's see if the man could tell your daughter that next to the time where she has to react and reap the thought gates and actions of your mind. You don't believe that, right? Let it marrow down with time, where you look back at the end of your book and you see I'm gone because I beheld and I took another look. You see the innocence I possess, that's why I look so young. The purity of my soul, that's why I can live this song. You see the rawness of my whole being, too much woman for most. You see, you stand next to a man that had to help to make you, but I can't give you the same credit. The frustration that your mind can't even speak, the thoughts that you should have had conjured a long time ago, things that you can't even speak. You see, I can't respect you when you run around with a cat. You see, because all dogs chase the cat, but I'ma tell you, I'ma come at you swinging with a bat, my baby, and I ain't talking physical. I'm birthed too much and I'm worth too much to get a case for you. Let me talk about you, about the false allegations that you made with me. I don't even want to talk about them because you know what I'm going to need to check to catch the thoughts that you gave to me. That's prosperity.